So I'm here at Mopars in the park, and I found an interesting 71 Duster. Here's the owner of the car. How are you doing today?
Well, fantastic. I'm at a car show with my cars.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you got here.
Well, I started babysitting a long time ago to save the money to buy a nice car. And when I got 19, I got sick and tired of kissing my dad's butt to borrow his rusty Buick. So I went out and bought this 71 Duster. They wanted $2,882 for it, and I gave them $2,200 even. And 5 months later, my wife and I went out on our first date in this car. We used it to get married and brought our son home from the hospital in it. We used it as a grocery getter for about 20 years, and then I parked it waiting for the opportunity to do what you're about to see. It's a Slant 6. It's always been a Slant 6. Stock is 145 horse, 210 foot-pounds of torque. Now it's 600 horse, 550 foot-pounds of torque. And the best quarter mile time is 10:56 at 122 miles an hour.
So when you came back to this car, you know, most Dusters obviously get the big block swap or they get the 340. When you were deciding to do this car, what made you go that route with the Slant 6? Was it the originality?
Back in the 60s and 70s, there was an awful lot of six-cylinder racing going on because they were torquey motors. And a huge amount of Slant 6s were being raced. And a lot of them were beating the small block V8s that weren't built worth a damn. And I decided 2 or 3 weeks after I bought the car that someday I would do this.
How long did it take you to get it to where we see it now? Obviously in a minute I'll do my walk around and show you the coolness about it, but
it took 3.5 to 4 years to get everything accomplished because there's so much custom stuff on the engine, transmission, and rear end that had to be ordered and custom made or custom built. And guys with these kind of engines know you can't call up a parts store and order special parts to do that with a Slant 6. They have to be custom made.
Okay, so we know it's a 225 Slant 6. We know it makes 600 and 500 foot-pounds of torque. What gearbox and what rear end are you using in this?
It's a 904 automatic. It's the original transmission to the car. It was built to withstand a 1,000 horsepower shock when it launches, and the rear end is an 8 3/4 that we put channel welded to the tubes to keep it from twisting. And we are running 411 gears. And let's see what else. Well, the engine is bored, stroked, water injected, fuel injected, and supercharged, and a whole bunch of other stuff done to it. And I had a person ask me once what hasn't been touched on the entire engine or modified, and I had to explain to him that the little black blow-by on the valve cover in the back is pure stock. The only thing left on the motor, pure stock, but it does not go to the air filter anymore. It goes to the quarter-mile track catch-all bucket.
not too familiar with the older years Barracuda. This could be a 65 or 66. Still a beautiful car. So as you can see, this Duster is one mean machine. The leaning tower of power definitely makes the power. What was your name, sir?
I'm Steve Nitti. I live in Scandia, Minnesota, and I'm happy. I got a nice car.
A very nice car. Who helped you build it?
Sheridan Performance.
Right on. If you need anything and you're local to Minnesota, Wisconsin, they do just Mopars or they everything?
Everything.
So they do everything?
But they are Mopar experts and Ford experts.
Okay, good to know.
Yep.
All right, well, I thank you so much for your time and showing me your badass 71 Slant 6 600 horsepower Duster.
Gotta love it.
This is why it will always be Mopars or no car. This is Dylan Johnson from Mopars United. This is our feature of the week. Wow.